Hey guys, another week, another game dev vlog. This week has been a fairly productive one. I have gotten a decent amount of stuff done on the different things that I'm working on. Overall this week I've been able to keep a much better flow. I've been able to really keep some momentum going and get some stuff done. I've been able to stay a lot more focused. So on Sunday, the main thing that I did then, obviously it was the last video that I did, but in the evening I helped to roll back the April Fool's update for everybody edits. Of course, retaining the features we were keeping, like the font changes and such. And then on Monday, I finished up level 16 for Rotate, and I did some other tweaks to some other levels, swapped two different ones. Overall, like the whole game was kind of there. On Tuesday, I actually received the payment from GameJolt from the ad revenue that I've been earning, $10.25. It's something. It's definitely the first money I've made from my games, and it's the first time that I've been really paid for my work, so I'd say that's a pretty good accomplishment. Also, on Tuesday, I started reworking some of the story in Rotate because I realized that it was lacking some continuity from the beginning to the end because I'd kind of worked on it in pieces, so some of the story at the beginning didn't really line up all the way through. It at least felt like the pacing was pretty bad. But anyway, I basically reworked the story up to level 9 on Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, well, first of all, I noticed that my Christmas mod for Minecraft finally hit 50,000 downloads. That's a pretty big milestone for it. But anyway, also on Wednesday, I continued work on Rotate. I continued working on a few minor tweaks to some of the levels because I noticed there were a few parts that were like a little too difficult in some of the early levels and stuff like that. I just wanted to smooth out the progression curve, difficulty and such. And then I also continued working on the rewrite of the story all the way up to, I think it was up to level 15, and it was overall feeling a whole lot better at that point. Now on Thursday, I continued the story up to the ending of the game, and that was basically in, although it was kind of a draft version for the last level. I also did a lot of thinking about where Rotate might go in the future. I'm obviously not going to talk much about that because, well, it would give too much away. And also, it's not set in stone either. So, anyway, I also started working on the ending scene for the game. At the end of the game, once you accomplish your goal, there's a little scene at the ending. You'll understand what I mean when you see that, when you play through it. And then, of course, on Friday, I continued working a little bit on that ending scene. I worked on some more graphics for it, tweaking it, polishing it up a little bit. There's still a lot of work that I need to do on it over the next couple days, but I also reworked the story in level 16 because I realized it didn't quite feel right, especially for being the last level in the game. It needs to hit just the right mark, and I think it does that now. Now, also, that day, I worked a little bit on some sound effects stuff. I tweaked the voice of the antagonist in the game, and I worked on the footstep sounds a little bit. I also tweaked some minor stuff like the death animation. I made the blood splatter a little bit differently if you die by spikes or by a saw blade. Also, towards the end of the day, I continued working with a friend of mine on a collaboration, a song we were going to be working on. We started working on it a while ago, but just got back to resuming work on it, and it's getting there. I'll probably mention it in the next video if it's done by then. So it's just something for fun to learn and practice more, and maybe something will come out of that. I don't know. Anyway, of course, yesterday was Saturday, and I continued working on that collaboration a little bit, and then towards the end of the day, I actually got my rebranding done. So you probably noticed by now that my icon down below is actually just a little different, and my channel banner a little different as well. I also changed it on Twitter and such, and I also updated my site a little bit to match the theming as well. So anyway, that's about all that I got done this week. Towards the beginning of the week, there was some discussion on everybody at its forums. Some people had taken notice of some things I mentioned in the last video. They're actually probably watching this one right now, maybe, so hi. But that kind of sparked some discussion of different ideas and different problems there are to solve with the reboot. Obviously, there are a lot of things to take into account. Nothing's set in stone at this point. It's all just speculation and throwing ideas around. Anyway, I think that is going to have to be it for today. So if you have any questions or just anything you want to say, be sure to leave a comment down below. But until next week, I'll see you around. Goodbye.